Okay, everybody. This is our week 7 discussion. This time it's a video. So, hi, my name is Bryan Reese, and the article I'm going over is the Loja de Lanzi Showcase of Female Subjugation by Yale Evan. So, this article centers primarily on Judith and Holofernes, the sculpture by Donatello. Um, and one of the things that she discusses in this is the all the different placements of the sculpture. It was first placed right in front of the Palazzo Vecchio, and then it was replaced by the Michelangelo sculpture, and then it was moved over to the Loggia dei Lanzi. And I think it was the first sculpture in the Loggia de Lanzi, and then it was replaced by Cellini's sculpture. During World War One, it was moved into the Museo Nazionale, and and then it was moved back out into the parapet, and then in the 1980s, then it was moved back inside. Her point is that this is very uncommon for a sculpture to move this much, and she says that it was moved so much because of misogynist attitudes towards the sculpture. And here is the sculpture that replaced it at the Leggio de Lanzi. This is Perseus and Medusa by Cellini. And so it instead of a woman cutting the head off of a man, then it becomes the sculpture of a man cutting the head off of a woman. And that's kind of her point is that all of the sculptures that are in this plaza are misogynistic because they show violence against women. All right. One of the things that she discusses in the article is that the Gorgon of Medusa is supposed to be a monster. She's supposed to have scales and wings and supposed to be a hideous beast with tusks and all that. But instead, Cellini made her to be a beautiful, voluptuous, and sexy woman. So it's then it really becomes a sculpture about the subjugation of women instead of the subjugation of a monster. Um, and then one of the things that she points out is that the woman here in the Cellini sculpture is splayed out on her back, while the other sculptures show the victim being uh, kind of sat up. And she says that these guys, like the one in the Donatello and the one in the Bandinelli, are have more dignity than her. But I kind of disagree with that because if this was a nude male and this was a woman, it would be totally undignified and inappropriate for her to be in this position close to his genitalia. That was just kind of my point of view. And then finally, in the sculpture, she talks about this one, the rape of the Sabine women, and she calls this guy a hero. And I've been studying the rape of the Sabine women and teaching it to my students for a long time. And there's no heroism in that. Uh, the uh, uh, the Romans were able to get the woman through trickery and brutality and violence, and there was no heroicism in there. And she brings up a couple of articles that are and contemporary writings at the time that show that attitudes at the time said that violence against women was okay and nothing to be looked at. So that's kind of her whole point to this article. As we go back to here, we have lots of articles where the one person is conquering another, and but the one with the woman conquering the man, that's been put inside, and so that's the misogynist attitude that she discusses.